Welcome to the video that will change your perception about the history of the Golden State Warriors. Get ready for an exciting journey as we explore the greatness of the Splash Brothers, Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson. This is not just another basketball debate, it's a celebration of the extraordinary legacy of these two legendary athletes. Stephen A. Smith, one of the most respected voices in the sports world, has proclaimed them as the best backcourt duo in Warriors history, a bold statement, but well-founded. Join us as we unravel every detail, every shining moment, and discover why this duo is so essential to NBA history. Get ready to be amazed, to be wowed, and above all, to recognize greatness when it presents itself. Leave your like to show your support for Curry, Thompson, and the Warriors, and watch every second of this video to understand why this statement carries so much weight and importance. The stage is set, and the story is about to unfold before your eyes. With Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving shining in the Western Conference Finals, the debate over the greatest backcourt tandems of all time has resurfaced. On the show First Take, Stephen A. Smith unveiled his ranking of the top 5 backcourts in NBA history. Luka and Kyrie landed at just 4th place, as his number 1 pick is the dynamic duo from the Warriors, Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson. Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson, the best shooting backcourt in human history, Stephen A. declared. Steph Curry, the greatest shooter God ever created, and Klay Thompson is right there beside him. Both are among the top 6 in the all-time list of three-point baskets, with Curry obviously at the top. After this season, Thompson will likely surpass Reggie Miller and secure the 5th spot on the list. Since their first season together in 2011, the Splash Brothers have been dismantling defenses with their shooting prowess. Despite Thompson having a subpar year, Stephen A. isn't worried about the 5-time All-Star. Klay Thompson had a down year. Did you know that a down year for him is shooting around 38% from 3 and averaging 17 points? That just shows you how great Klay Thompson is. Unquestionably a first-ballot Hall of Famer. The Warriors might not have much time left with these two veterans, so the team is hoping for one last deep playoff run to further solidify the legacy of the Splash Brothers. As the Golden State Warriors seek to bounce back next season, a big change is on the horizon, and that change is Lauri Markkanen. After a challenging season that saw them miss the NBA playoffs in 2024, the team is determined to reclaim their position at the top of the league. With Stephen Curry leading the way with his unmatched brilliance, it's crucial for the Warriors to maximize their offensive potential, especially in the paint. This is where Markkanen comes in, bringing with him a unique ability to stretch the floor with his precise long-range shooting and an offensive versatility that can unlock new dimensions for the team. This isn't just a regular trade, it's a revitalization opportunity, a sign that the Warriors are committed to rebuilding a dynasty. With Markkanen alongside Curry, the future of the Warriors shines with a renewed promise of success and redemption. As the Warriors explore the market for enhancements, an exciting prospect emerges. With the possible inclusion of Jordan Clarkson in the trade, the team can further solidify their rotation, adding an explosive spark to their offensive game. Clarkson brings with him an unmatched ability to create his own scoring and an aggressive mindset that can energize the entire team. His presence on the perimeter would perfectly complement Curry's style of play, providing valuable relief in pressure situations. This is the time for the Warriors to make a bold move, a move that not only puts them back in the title race but also revitalizes the team's spirit and determination. With Markkanen and Clarkson on board, the Warriors are ready to write the next chapter of their story with courage, passion, and an unwavering commitment to greatness. In a move that's destined to change the landscape of the NBA, the Utah Jazz accepts a proposal that brings along a variety of valuable assets. Andrew Wiggins, with his explosive potential, Moses Moody, a young talent brimming with raw skill, and a series of first and second round picks form a powerful package that promises to solidify the Jazz's future. The draft picks offer opportunities to build and develop a competitive team long-term, while Wiggins and Moody immediately add depth and versatility to the roster. This trade represents not just a strategic play, but also a commitment to excellence and perseverance, showing the world that the Jazz is determined to build a lasting dynasty. On the other hand, the Golden State Warriors get an energy boost with the arrival of Lauri Markkanen and Jordan Clarkson. Markkanen brings a sense of versatility, with his ability to stretch the floor and contribute in various areas of the game. Meanwhile, Clarkson comes in to fill the void left by Jordan Poole's absence, bringing his explosive scoring ability and valuable experience as a key piece off the bench. While this trade doesn't immediately turn the Warriors into title contenders, it puts them one step closer to that goal, strengthening their depth and adding new dimensions to their style of play. It's a powerful reminder that even in the most challenging moments, determination and the pursuit of excellence should never waver. the Utah Jazz continue accumulating future assets. The Jazz have proven over the last 2 seasons that they have no immediate plans for contention. After being a competitive playoff threat for the first 3 months of the season, the Jazz tore down their roster for future assets. Lauri Markkanen is already 27 years old, and the Finnish All-Star could contribute in a more meaningful role on a contender like the Warriors. Markkanen averaged 23.2 points and 8.2 rebounds last season, slightly dipping in production from his debut season with the Jazz. The forward is on an expiring contract and the Jazz have to make a decision this season if Lauri is the core piece for their rebuilding project. With the core of the franchise much younger and the need for power forward minutes to be given to Taylor Hendricks, the Jazz might just be willing to take a pretty steep price for an expiring contract. Jordan Clarkson didn't receive major interest in the trade market over the season, but would be a great throw-in piece for the contending Warriors. They have a hole in their bench scoring department that the 31-year-old's 17.1 points per game average would address. It further opens up minutes for younger swingmen on the Jazz like Bryce Sensabaugh and Keontae George. Moses Moody would be a terrific addition to the team's young core and would likely result in greater opportunity after years of riding the Warriors' bench. Andrew Wiggins might not be the most exciting asset, but a low-pressure season in Utah might be what he needs to get his career back on track. The Warriors start pushing their chips into the middle. What exactly are the Warriors scared of? Yes, their franchise superstar is a 36-year-old point guard, but Stephen Curry has proven he can continue being the leading man of the Warriors. There is no reason to hedge on a 2-timeline approach for the Warriors when, in 1 year, it worked. None of the youngsters played major minutes behind a slew of veterans. Last season, it resulted in a second-round exit and they missed the playoffs this season. Markkanen is an elite scorer, who would be a major improvement over Wiggins' 13.2 points and 4.5 rebounds this season. The Finnish forward's ability to fit into any role on offense is a major advantage, as he can complement the Warriors' ball movement style of play really well. His accuracy as a shooter and size on the inside give the Warriors a versatile scoring wing that they haven't had in years. Chris Paul might have replaced Jordan Poole and brought a sense of calm to the Warriors' bench, but they still need that scoring punch. Clarkson provides that admirably as a former 6th Man of the Year winner who knows what it takes to compete for a title. If the Warriors bring Paul back on a team-friendly contract, this would be a lethal bench duo. Moody's loss might hurt some core fans, but the team already has a young 2-guard in Brandon Podziemski that they can rely on instead. Moody averaged 8.1 points and 3.0 rebounds this season, failing to crack the Warriors' rotation in his 3rd season with the team. There's a clear lack of trust in Moody's current skill set, so it's best to use him to sweeten this deal. The Warriors take steps behind returning to the top. This trade will allow the Warriors to get a proven scoring threat with size to compete in the Western Conference. This archetype of player can change offense overnight and the Warriors need someone to do that next to an aging Stephen Curry. The team will need to fill other holes on their roster, but adding Markkanen to this roster would be a masterstroke for the Warriors' front office. It's just a question of what they're willing to give up to make win-now moves. The Warriors have more trade assets to dangle in front of other teams, especially in terms of pick swaps. They're unlikely to trade 2023 rookies Brandon Podziemski and Tracy Jackson-Davis after their sensational rookie campaigns, but the team needs to put in place more consistent veteran players in their roster if they're serious about contending for a title. Even with Podziemski's strengths, he wasn't nearly consistent enough as a scorer to impact scoring off the bench or even as a starter over Klay Thompson. The Jazz have a young nucleus that have a lot more to figure out in the coming seasons. There seems no point in letting Markkanen's value flatline, whether it is with a big-money contract extension or another slight regression that might make teams question their commitment to parting with major assets for the Finnish forward. Both teams can take steps toward reaching their goals with this trade, as it makes their particular directions clearer.